Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you a look today for Valentine's Day. I've been feeling inspired by some of the pinks and kind of springier colors in my collection, and I wanted to pull together sort of a sweet, soft look for Valentine's Day. I know it's been a long time since I've recorded and posted a video, and I want you guys to know that I've missed you. I needed a bit of a break, a bit of a hiatus to get some inspiration back and just to feel like ready to go on my channel. You know, and life happens, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to continue to post 2 times a week, but my channel is important to me and I love it, and I love talking to you guys, so I'm going to do my very best to post every single week, at least once and hopefully twice. So I'm going to do my best, and I hope you guys are willing to stick around and spend some time with me talking about makeup. So today I wanted to share with you the look that I'm pulling together for Valentine's Day. So let me go ahead and share what I have on my face already, and then basically I'm going to complete the eyes with you today because I'm going to be trying out a new palette. So for my face, for my skin, what I've used is my e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I have this in the shade Porcelain. You guys know that this is one of my favorite foundations. It just has such good coverage and it looks nice on the skin, but I wanted to make it look even more just like fresh and natural than it does straight out of the bottle. So I took a facial oil and I added 1 drop to the amount that I normally would apply to my face, and I blended that together and then used my Beauty Junkie sponge to, you know, apply it to my face. So I feel like the skin is looking good. It's still looking like my skin, but it's nice and even and healthy looking. The oil that I use is called Pouring Out Facial Oil. I've talked about it before, and there's a little blip about it down in the comments, or not the comments, the information section below. So if you're curious about this oil, it's really nice and I highly recommend it. All right, so then I went on and I wanted to do a contour, very gentle and light contour today. So I picked up my e.l.f. contour palette and I used the contour shade, so the cooler shade in the palette, to do a contour using my Sonia Kashuk angled blush brush. This is number 17, and it just works really beautifully, putting the edge of this brush in there and kind of carving out the cheekbones a bit. But then to soften it up, I went in with the bronzing color and just kind of went over everything and went across my forehead as well. And then lastly, for the cheeks, I wanted a really sweet, fresh pop of pink. And so for that, I chose my Revolution, or Makeup Revolution, the matte blush in the shade Divine. This is like a hot pink looking blush, but it really is just like a soft petal pink on the cheeks. It's so pretty and so light that I feel like anyone could wear this color and pull it off, and it's just so sweet looking. On top of that, I wanted just a bit of highlight, so I just went in with the highlight from the e.l.f. palette. It's not super shimmery, and so it's a really subtle highlight on top of the cheeks. And I like it. I think that it makes for a nice soft, I'm not trying too hard sort of look. So I popped that on the top of the cheeks and the tip of the nose, and that's the face look. I added just a little bit of brow gel through the brows and a little bit of eyeshadow primer, and now I'm ready to do my eyes, and I'm really excited to share this palette with you. This is a palette that I picked up recently from Butter London, and it is their Pretty Proper palette. And it just has sort of a like almost snake skin embossed pattern on the top, which is nice, and it's very compact. The packaging looks like this. It's called the Butter London Shadow Clutch. And what's cool about these is that the colors inside are interchangeable. You can actually pop them out and put new colors in if you run out. So that's kind of cool, but I love this collection of shades. These taupey shades just speak to me. There's sort of a rose gold shade as well in there, so you just get a tiny pop of shimmery warmth. But I've been looking for a really nice just kind of taupes palette, and this is it. I kept swatching it at Ulta and thinking that the formula seems so buttery and creamy and just nice, and I love the shadows. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you just some really basic swatches, and then I'm gonna pull together an eye look and we'll come back and take a look. All right, so the first 2 shades in the palette are 2 really light matte shades. There is one that is sort of a pinky almost creamy white, but with a hint of pink, and one that is a definite sort of gray toned light neutral taupe. And then there's a medium taupe. And then that rose gold shimmer, which just so speaks to me. It is such an interesting shimmer shade. It has such a coolness to it, but it's not completely taupe. Let's go ahead and take a look at how those apply as swatches. So that's just one swipe of each color. And you can see that there. You can see the shimmer of that taupey rose gold at the top, and then the 3 matte shades. And then the final 2 shades are also shimmery. So there's a kind of a silvery taupe, which looks like this, and a deep brown that is kind of a satin shimmer, not as metallic. And so that rounds out the palette. So we have that deep silvery shade and then the deep brown taupe. And that is the palette. It's so beautifully neutral and pigmented. I'm really excited to go ahead and give it a try. That was the actual first ever swatch of this palette that I purchased, so I'm ready to dig in. All right, I'm gonna use the little brush that they provided because I'm kind of curious about it. So there's this little dual-ended brush and it looks decent. There's a fluffy sort of blending end and then a flat shader end. So let's go ahead and start with the palest pink, and I'm gonna add that on the fluffy brush. Just kind of drag it across from the inner corner, like across my whole eye and up my brow bone, just to sort of set the eyeshadow primer and create a nice smooth canvas for the rest of the colors. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the lightest taupe shade, and I'm gonna apply that just in the crease and sort of lightly give that a shadow. I mean, honestly, you could stop there and throw on some eyeliner and mascara and just call it a day and have a really nice, natural, light look. All right, this brush is not bad, but I'm feeling like I want to use like a full-size blending brush. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a Milani crease brush, and I'm going to go in with that next matte shade, sort of the medium deep taupe. And it's looking kind of powdery as I pick it up with my brush, so I'm going to be really careful to sort of spread it, press it around before I start blending, because I don't want a bunch of fallout on my face since my foundation and everything is already done. So these are super pigmented and buttery, but I think that yields a little bit more fallout than, you know, some stiffer shadows, something to be aware of. All right, and I don't want to go too crazy with like an intense eye look, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with that rose gold taupe shade now, this one here, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. And I think I'm not going to use every color in the palette today, so I'll revisit the silvery shade and the deepest brown in another look sometime. I definitely see high potential for fallout here because it's so pigmented. So if you have this palette or you're interested in it, be careful. I'm picking up just the littlest bit I need and then building it, so I'm not having a problem with fallout. Okay. All right, I'm pretty happy with just a nice soft taupe look. Those colors blended really easily and really quickly actually, and the metallic went on pretty nicely. I'm not sure if the lighting is letting you see the real shimmer of that metallic shadow, but it's beautiful and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna apply some eyeliner and some mascara, and then I will be right back to kind of close everything up and show you the finished look. All right, so I have applied some black eyeliner. This is from Colourpop and it's the shade Swerve and it's just one of their gel liners. And I used that just to tight line. I didn't want an actual line on my upper lash line, but I tight lined along the lashes just to sort of deepen up the lash look. And then I applied one coat of mascara and I'm using my favorite mascara. You guys, I am not sure if I can use another mascara. I've come back to this after trying it once and then kind of trying some other mascaras, and I love this so much. This is the Milani Lash Trifecta, and it is amazing. It separates my lashes, it volumizes my lashes. They don't clump, but they look their best. And that's what I want out of a mascara, so I'm loving that. So I've applied that, and I could go in with a second coat, but I'm keeping it soft, so I'm just leaving it at one coat today. And then I also wanted to mention that I'm wearing a lip color by Wet n Wild. This is their, what are these called? It's like the Color Statement lipstick. I don't remember what the name of these, but it's their classic, just black packaging. But the shade is 904B Rosebud, and I think it's a perfect dusty, rosy pink. I apply a layer of this, blot it off, rub my lips together, just kind of let a stain set in, and then I apply a second layer and blot just a little bit, and the staying power is amazing. The coverage is so good. These lipsticks are really a steal. So the shade Rosebud is what I chose for this look today. All right, you guys, that is my look, and I just have one last thing I want to share with you, which is a Valentine's gift from me to you. I've been kind of collecting little things here and there. I was thinking about doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway coming up, and then I kind of disappeared for a while, and I had my hiatus, and I had some products sitting around that I was hoarding away to give away to you, and I thought for this, you know what? I'm not going to wait for 1,000 subscribers. I am so blessed to have my 950 odd subscribers, whatever the number is up to or down to. I'm thankful for you guys, and I want to share my love with you and give you a Valentine's Day gift. So I'm going to go ahead and just nix the 1,000 subscriber thing. If we get there, awesome. If we don't, fine, but I want to share some love with you. So let me share what I'm going to give away, and I'm going to have some rules down below in the description box, just so if you want to be entered into the giveaway and you want to win these things, then just follow that and you can kind of check out how to enter and possibly win. So what I have for you are my favorite skincare brand, which is First Aid Beauty. I have the Ultra Repair Cream. You guys, I use this every single day. This is the cream I use as a night cream. It's really moisturizing, but it is not greasy. It just feels like healing on the skin. It feels so good. And especially if you use products like retinols or alpha hydroxy acids, kind of treatments on the skin, it's just such a nice sort of healing cream to put on after the fact. Speaking of which, First Aid Beauty makes some amazing facial radiance pads. So these sort of exfoliate the skin, and this is just a little pack of them, but you can get a variety of sizes of the packs of the different pads to use. And it's just a great way to exfoliate and reveal like a really glowing layer of skin. So this with this is a winning combination. And then I mentioned earlier the pouring out facial oil. I have a fresh bottle for you straight from the company. I actually know the people that create this, and Vanessa is the woman in charge, and she's just an amazing person. They have an amazing sort of pledge behind this company, and the oil itself is also amazing. So when my skin is feeling extra parched, I add a couple drops of this to the cream to give myself some extra hydration. But I also just love a drop in my foundation to make my skin look so just natural and fresh and not like it's full of makeup, you know? So you get a nice sealed bottle of that. So hopefully, you know, you won't have any oil leaks, but it's absolutely amazing stuff. And then lastly, some color gifts for you. I love the brand BH Cosmetics. I have several of their palettes, and I just think they do such interesting eyeshadows. Their quality is pretty incredible, and the ideas behind the palettes are so much fun. So I did a little shopping on their website and picked this one up for you. This is the Marble Collection Warm Stone palette. So let me pop it out so you can actually see what the colors are. There were 2 of these in the marble collection, and I thought the packaging was just gorgeous. It's hard packaging, which I tend to prefer over the cardboard kind because they are really solid. You can travel with them. It's a nice compact size, and I love the marble print. I just think it's really cute. So they had a cool toned one and a warm toned one, and I picked up that warm toned one for you. So it has some plastic over it. There we go. Look at those shades. I think they're stunning. So I'm really excited to share this with you. Again, the collection is called Marble Collection Warm Stone, and I can't tell you how badly I want to swatch that, but I'm not going to. I don't want to touch it because I want you to have a nice fresh product. And then they sent me along with that this Foil Eyes to Go 6-color eyeshadow palette. So these are all foiled shimmer shadows, and it's a really cute compact palette with some fun pops of color in there. So that one's going to go to you as well. And you guys, that's it. Some skincare and some gorgeous eye colors. And I just want to share how much I love you and wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for sticking around. I'm sorry you haven't been super reliable about posting, but if you care about cruelty-free beauty and you enjoy my channel, I hope that you'll subscribe, and I hope that you'll stick around for more. I promise I'll be popping back in with more videos coming up soon. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.